Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've made a video. I took some time off to just spend time with family, learn some things about myself, but now I'm back. I'm excited to bring you some exciting new knowledge. I'm not filming in my, on the whiteboard. This is a new setting for me, so I'm not sure, the right way to sit. Should I be just relaxing, or should I be like this and be really serious? Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Miguel. I talk about personal development concepts, how to make it practical in your life, and how just to be an awesome person. All right, so let's talk about the passion principle. What is it? What does it mean? How to apply it in your life? And why should I even care? The passion principle says to act on your highest excitement to the best of your ability without any expectations of the outcome. So what does that mean? So it means, okay, so let's break it down into two sections. The first one is, to act on your highest excitement. It says to do the things that you really are excited about, passionate about. If it's painting, if it's photography, if it's building something, or if it's reading. Do the thing that you are excited about to the best of your ability. If it's something like skydiving, it might take a while. It's not in your reach to do that at the moment. So do something that you can do right now that is very exciting to you. So the second part of the passion principle is letting go of the outcome. So a lot of us, when we do these excitements, these passion projects, we kind of think of an idea of a goal, or we kind of think of an expectation that by doing this, I'm gonna get this. So what the passion principle says is just to let it go. You don't know what's gonna happen when you keep on doing your excitement. The outcome that you expected might not be the outcome that you might need to help you grow as a person. Trust that the universe will provide you the most positive, optimal outcome for you at the time. So the credit for the passion principle comes from Bashar. And in the description below, I'll put some more resources. But if you're in the spiritual community, that's where you'll find his work. And I'll go into further details in other videos, more about Bashar. But what I want to talk about in this video is the message and how to apply it to your life. At the end of the day, yes, this is a really cool message, but it's not really about the message. It's about how you act upon it now that you know this. So how has it helped me? So believe it or not, a couple years ago, I moved to a new city with no connections, no network to really, find a job. Again, it was a scary journey. I was scared to be in the city, not knowing anyone, not knowing if I would pay my bills. And at the time, I just graduated college. So I had a few months where, I could prep before the bills really start to hit me. Long story short, and I've probably talked about this in other videos, I was applying to a lot of jobs, still jobless, unemployed. I went to Starbucks to apply to these jobs. Day by day, it seemed like a routine. It seemed like it was just my life, that I was never gonna be able to find a job that I really liked. And I started to feel like this just was my life, that I would be unemployed. And I was in a very dark place, let's just say that. What really brought me out of the box was the passion principle. And at the time, I never knew about this passion principle concept. But looking back, I'm like, oh my God, yeah, that makes sense. And so the way this all led to was, I was applying to these jobs, boom, 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 at Starbucks, drinking coffee, listening to music, Then I decided to watch this, YouTube video. And the YouTube video was about like tech blogs, about creating your YouTube channel. And I'm like, whoa, this is pretty cool. And I don't know what, got into me, but I just decided at that moment that, man, let me create a tech blog. And so I did. I created a tech blog. I called it Tech Bite Media. And I created the blogs. I wrote about startups at the time. From that blog, I decided to also create a YouTube video. And I'll probably put a screenshot here of the videos that I made in the past. But I created a YouTube video. It got a lot of a buzz in the community here in that city. And next thing I knew, I found this startup online, and I was originally going to write a blog about it, but I decided, hey, let me just talk to the person. So I sent them a Gmail, be like, hey, can I talk to you? And so I did, and when we had that conversation, they opened up to me and were like, oh, also they told me, hey, we have this position, are you interested? And boom, that's how it got me out of this bubble, out of the unemployment, was through following my passion. And at the time, I loved creating the tech blogs. I loved writing about, startups. I loved, creating the videos on YouTube. And, it didn't happen overnight. It took some time. And at the very end, it got me to a job. It got me to an intern position. Then from that intern, it was full-time. So looking back at my experience, the passion principle has helped me. And within the passion principle, there is also this concept about the passion threads. And what this passion thread is if you do your excitement more and more, it will create a thread of opportunities. You might not see it at the exact time, but behind the scenes, it's gonna open up new opportunities. So the more you do something that you're excited about without any expectation of the outcome, the more opportunities will happen for you. And in my example, that's what happened to me. I kept doing the tech blogs, the YouTube channel, and eventually it got me to that interview with that startup. So I come from a science background, and the passion principle to me kind of makes sense. The more I do something that I'm excited about, the more probable I'm gonna achieve my goals, gonna achieve the things I wanna do. If I don't do the things that I'm excited about, if I just stay in that bubble, in that safe zone, it's unlikely that I'm gonna achieve the goals, unlikely that I'm gonna achieve the things I want in this life. An action item for you guys, I want you to write down one thing that you are very excited about. Now that you have that in mind, what are the expected outcomes? Write it down. What do you think is gonna happen when you do this? What are your expected goals? For you to follow the passion principle, the next thing I want you to do is to make sure you have a way to document this and to also let go of the outcome. I think this is the most tough thing that I had to learn. Sometimes I want to be perfect. I want to accomplish goals. I think this goal is going to help me grow. And it might, but also I have to keep an open mind that there might be some other probability. And lastly, guys, I want you to document this. Now, following the passion principle is not gonna, solve all your problems overnight. You'll probably see some changes as long as you keep a habit of this. You need to have discipline to keep following this principle, to not be distracted by outside forces. So speaking about outside forces, so this is also very important, is to be aware of things that get you distracted, things that just put you in a very negative vibration, and a negative vibe where you can't do the things that you want to be passionate about, excited about. So be aware of those. The more you are aware of these distractions, the more you can follow your passion principle. And I like to use this analogy of a compass. So imagine the compass is the passion principle. The more you do the things that you're excited about, the more it's gonna guide you to where you want to be or where you need to be. The more you do it, it's gonna guide you in this direction, let's say. And it's gonna guide you to this direction, north. But the more you get distracted, you just go off course and you eventually don't get to where you want to be or need to be. I always like using that analogy just because it helps me understand this concept better. And guys, that is the passion principle. It is a fundamental concept that I believe that a lot of people need to have in their toolbox when they face life. Because life, there's going to be challenges. There's going to be issues, problems. And you need to have a toolbox to help you to navigate in this life. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.